In this video, I'd like to talk about repairing an uneven sidewalk. Do you have a sidewalk that looks like this? For 53 years, the sidewalk was flat. Then, out of the blue last winter, it did this. This edge of the slab actually raised up 3/4 of an inch. And that's quite a trip hazard, so I have to do something about it. Oh, let me throw a quick sidebar in here. For those of you that like the exposed aggregate look that I have on this sidewalk, that's actually caused by using a pressure washer on the concrete. Well, using the pressure washer many times. But I like the look, so let's move on. The decision to be made here is, do we replace or repair? Estimates for replacements range from $500 to $5,000. A repair that I did myself is $40 to $100. For safety, the best option would be to replace it. However, since I just found out King County in Washington State plans to raise my property taxes by $1,000 this year, I'll have to take that replacement money and send it to them instead. Otherwise, they'll take my sidewalk away from me. So, we're going to go with option B. I'll do the repair myself and have a slightly less safe sidewalk. Here's how we're going to do this repair. They sell these specialized blades. They're actually designed to cut concrete. The outside edge of the blade looks like this. They use an extremely strong adhesive to glue diamonds onto the outside edges of it. The diamonds will act as an abrasive sandpaper against the concrete. And these slots help keep the blade from heating up while you're cutting. Now, believe it or not, even though this blade is completely surrounded by diamonds on both sides, it's not that expensive, depending on the brand you buy. The reason for this is because diamonds really aren't nearly as rare as the jewelry industry is trying to convince you. This blade will fit onto a standard circular saw that you probably already have in your wood shop. Okay, let's get started with this repair. Oh, I just thought of something. Let me show you the before and after pictures so you can decide if watching this video is worth your time. This is the sidewalk before, and this is after the repair, considerably less trip hazard-ish. Here's your bird's eye view. You may notice that one side is ground down further than the other. Well, this side of the sidewalk was raised up about 1/8 of an inch, while this side was up about 3/4 of an inch. So, to keep the slope of the angle that a person's going to walk up the same, no matter where you are on the sidewalk, the 3/4 inch rise is going to have to be cut further back into the slab. Okay, let's get to work. First, we wet down the area. This serves two purposes. The first is to reduce your dust. The other is to provide lubrication to keep your blade a little cooler. We'll be reapplying water throughout this process. We're going to take our saw and start making a series of shallow cuts in the high side of this groove. Despite the water, you are going to be making some dust, so make sure you wear some sort of respirator protection. It goes without saying, eye protection, and thankfully I've muted the sound. You need hearing protection. This is not a quiet saw. I actually waited a couple months to do this repair, so I wouldn't disturb my neighbors. They work from home. When they went on vacations when I did the repair, so now I'll have a safer sidewalk and happy neighbors. I don't want to bore you, so we'll speed it up 800% and skip the vast majority of the grinding. Here you can see I'm cutting a series of X's into the concrete. This actually causes larger chunks of the concrete to come out at one time. Speeds up the cutting process considerably. When you finally have the angle you think you want, you need to smooth out the cut. Hold the saw at a slight angle, and run those diamonds on your blade across the concrete. It'll act like sandpaper and smooth it right out. Oops, I almost skipped past the end of the video. So there we have it. We went from this trip hazard on the sidewalk to this evenly rising slope. And we did it with a simple power tool and a $40 blade. Well, thanks for watching.